Okay, this is for the guys at Energetic Forum that are working on the Asymmetric motor. Show you where I'm at. This purple one right here is unmodified. I have not done anything to it. It's not changed. The yellow one is the one I modified, and I'll show you what I did to it. First of all, these motors came out of these little battery fans. You can get these at the dollar store. Before I tore up my Radio Shack motors, I wanted to play a little bit before I tore something up. So here's one of the little motors, and you'll notice this is a 3-pole, and so according to instructions posted by UFO Politics, you pick the post that's 180 degrees away from where you're winding your coil. So I use 30 gauge wire. I put 50 winds on each one of these posts. And notice I don't have a commutator here on the bottom. I simply terminated all 3 wires right there at the bottom. Took the insulation off the wire, and that little brass bushing right there, I actually got it hot enough to put a little piece of solder on it. So they're anchored on there pretty good. But this is what I did different. I don't have a bottom commutator on this. But in order to do this, according to his drawing, the coils had to be opposite the magnets. Well, this setup is not. So I had to take my little Dremel tool, and where I marked that in black, I notched that out. By doing so, I was able to turn this brush head 90 degrees and fit it back in. Okay, let me show you the power supply and what I used in my test. This is just an old PC power supply. Right now it's driving a load. This is my tachometer that I use to get all my RPMs. So let me, okay, over here, my orange and black wire. That's my 3.5 volt supply off this PC power supply. So these are my results, and I think they're very interesting. So bear with me. Now these are overdriving these motors. This is they're designed to run off of 2 AA batteries, and so pushing this power supply through them was a load. So the first one, the purple motor, no mods, running off the power supply, it would run about 10,700 RPM, right around 1.25 amps. The yellow one, new coils, case mod. Now, what I'm calling the motor post is the original positive post on the brushes. I'm calling the generator post the original negative post. So this is the way I connected it up first. I got 13,000 RPM running about 1.5 amps. I changed my connections to where I'm now on the motor post with my positive, and I'm using the case as my negative. Doing that, I get 13,700 RPMs and 1.42 amps. So the amps drop, the RPM went up slightly. Okay. By using this second setup, when I checked the generator, there was no change in the motor. It ran at the same amps, same RPM. I was getting about 1.5 volts out of it and about 250 milliamps. Okay. Now, what I found out is overpowering these, I burn up a set of brushes. Those figures that we just looked at was just prior to these brushes burning up. So originally, before they took the abuse, I'm not sure that I wouldn't have gotten a little more RPM out of them, I guess is where I'm trying to go. Okay, notice right there, there's where I took that little piece of case out so I could turn those brushes 90 degrees. Okay, I'm going to hook this up to just a 2 AA battery supply. And these are not new batteries. These are pretty well shot batteries. But here we have the motor going. Now this is connected to the case right here and to the positive post. Now I'm going to hook the generator up, and this will be kind of fun. So, negative post to the generator, or negative terminal rather, and positive to the case. Oh, my thumb got in the blade. Okay, notice this little light going. So the motor's still running, pulling the same amp, and I've got a light blinking. That's pretty cool. So that's what I wanted to show y'all, and good luck in your experiments, and thank you for watching.